Hey guys, welcome back. I'm glad to be here. So I hope you are as well. Thank you all to the new subscribers. We're getting there. And every time I get up a few, it gets knocked down a few. I don't know if it's people unsubscribing or YouTube going, hey, this person has been watching. We're going to whack them from your lineup, whatever it is. But I am deeply grateful for everyone who is here and everyone who is coming on board lately, because we have been getting a lot of people, been nice steady climbs. I want to get into joint locks today, and if any one of you watching this are in Las Vegas or planning a trip to Las Vegas, let's hook up and let's videotape so I can get into a lot of Chin Na. Chin Na has been with me since I was a little boy. For those of you that don't know, I'm saying Chin Na, that's the Chinese term for all these joint locks, all right? So, and once you know the body mechanics, you guys, it's so easy. If you think about jiu-jitsu, that's just wrestling with joint locks, all right? And in wrestling, you can't go against the joint, so jiu-jitsu is just the opposite in my eyes. They choke people out. You're not allowed to do that in wrestling. They go against the joints. But everything you do standing up with Chin Na, you could do on the ground. All right. I watch so much UFC. I watch so much MMA kind of fighting, and I love it. And a lot of you might disagree with me, but stop it. I mean, if you can stop it, stop it. When I see people getting on top of the other one and punching like grade school boys, it makes me laugh sometimes. It trips me out. But would you be able to prevent that? And I'm here to say, with Chin Na, you can do a lot of things, man. I watch so much of it, and I see things that they're doing, and I'm like, why don't you just get his arm over here? Why don't you just do this? And it's easier said than done when you're watching it on TV. But when you've been doing joint locks as long as I have, I mean, I've seen people showed me magazines where someone does a joint lock on someone. As soon as I see it, I go, that won't work. And they're like, why? Why do you say that, Steve? I said, because as soon as they're going like that, the guy would just follow them, so all I got to do is step with him and slap the back of his head, and I'm in no pain, and he's going to be sorry he did that, So it's real easy to see once you've done it for so long. My joints, people bend me, and I don't tap for the longest time because they can go so far, all right? Because I've been doing this since I was a child, the Chin Na. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit and perhaps get into a little bit if we can. I don't know how much we'll be able to do when I'm just flying solo like this. But I don't know if some of you guys have heard this story, but when teacher would go out of town, people would teach, all right? And primarily the vice president of the international, he would teach. And then the following week when teacher would get back, teacher would say, well, who taught last week? And we'd say who it was, and he would want to see what they taught, and then he would just flip out. That crap wouldn't work, and just cussing. And then one time I taught when he was out of town, and then when he came back the following week, I wasn't there. And they told him I showed these 4 techniques. And we stayed on those 4 techniques for like 2 months doing them. And I'll tell you exactly where I got them from. Xi Jinping, who I believe Xi Jinping has passed away now, out of New York. In my dream, he taught me these 4 techniques. Never showed them to me in real life. I mean, I met the man numerous times for seminars. Never learned these techniques from him. In a dream, he showed them to me, and I remembered them so well, and I started practicing them immediately, and I taught them at teacher school, and we did those techniques for like 2 months straight. Mind you, that's coming only on Thursday evening, so that's, 2 months was 8 times, 9 times or something that we actually worked on them. But what it was just clearing, or even clearing like in Tai Chi, like we've been going through. where you're blocking one, blocking the other, or just getting inside this way, okay? If someone's jabbing and crossing, I'm keeping that type of tight circle as I get that throat. As I get that throat. That was the first one. And I'm not going to go over all four of them because I feel like a dork out here in the middle of nowhere over by a freeway showing you guys these without someone to actually demonstrate on. But I mean, another one was I came up and get the arm, okay, and take them down. Another one, I come in and get the arm and pull down from there. So even in that pulling down, if you're not doing that correctly and the person has some skills, they're going to grab your ankles and they're going to ankle pick you and they're going to put you on your back. All these little things have to go into the Chin Na in order for it to be effective standing up. On the ground, I'll snap somebody quick. There was a dude on top of me ready to ground and pound, and I popped his elbow so bad he screamed as he rolled off of me. All right, so Chin Na is beautiful on the ground. It's even more effective in my eyes because a lot of times the person doesn't have anywhere to go, or they're braced, okay? And now they're braced with the locked out elbow, all right? So it's real easy to get them and to make it more effective, because to get that elbow while it's up here and there's nothing bracing it, all right, is a lot more difficult. So what you can do standing up, you can do definitely on the ground. And if any of you, like I said, are here in the Vegas area, please contact me and volunteer, man. And I'd say one more thing about it. Teacher said one time that you learn more when you get hit by him or you get demonstrated on by him. And I'm just standing there just thinking in my brain, yeah, right, you know, you just use it, because he demonstrated so much on me. And I thought, you know, man, this dude just talking that crap. But then he did some things to me that I asked people what he did to me if they remembered, and they had no clue. So that's when I recalled, and like, wow, I am getting a hell of an education by him demonstrating on me, because I feel it, all right? So any of you guys that are here, man, contact me. Let's get together and then let's do some Chin Na. But in the meantime, those of you who know some Chin Na, brush up on it. A lot of times, you know, I'll get branches and start doing things, okay? So, you know, because you're by yourself, you know, but if you have somebody to do it on, do it on. I have a little grandson who's 5 years old. I do Chin Na on him, and he knows that word well. He'll get me and he'll be like, Chin Na, Chin Na. So it's a good little tool, especially for lighter people, smaller people, all right? That's it for this week. I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope you peace this week.